From 24 down to 2, Africa's biggest prize comes down on Sunday to Senegal versus Morocco, as the two teams clinch their spot in the final after beating New Nigeria and Egypt to clinch their place in final on Sunday. Welcome to Teledal TV. This is Beyond the Scores. As always, I'm your host, Taf Wada, bringing you AFCON fever after a thrilling day of AFCON matchups to decide who is King of Africa. We'll be right back with analysis from the two semi-final games that took place yesterday. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Ñu ngi leen a nuyu fii on Teledal TV. Ñu ngi ñëw after ñaari semi-final yoo xam ne ñëpp ñu ngi wax affaire lu xew démba. Two thrilling matches between four African giants. Not a lot of goals, but a lot of suspense, a lot of quality, and teams giving all they have to represent seen countries and make sure that they are crowned kings of Africa in AFCON. maa ngi fii ak Ous Gueye ñu ngi ñëw pour jox leen analysis, all the top analysis from yesterday's game. Ous nuyu naa la ñu kick off show bi after crazy day yesterday where we're left with two teams léegi.
Okay, jërëjëf. Thank you Taf once again ñëwaat nañ si beneen show di wax suñu viewers yi yëpp ñu toog seetaan déglu ñu analyser leen game yi démba bi. It was a nice game. Lu ma wax rek mooy congratulations to our neighbor Senegal. Di wax ne Mané it's Senegal's wall.
Wow, wax nga dégg. And we also have Uncle T. Today we're able to get him in based off on VMix. Uncle T ñu ngi la nuyu and ñu welcome la on the show tamit. Wow, Uncle T, just like Demba, we're having problems getting him in. So dinañ continue man ak Ous. Ous, Demba, we'll start with Senegal versus Egypt. We talked a lot about it was going to be a cagey affair. Semi-finals are never easy. Te Demba gis nañ loolu. Senegal came out 1-0 comme noo ko waxee. Seen leader bi, seen captain, seen for this generation, seen star player, Mane, like he has done a lot of times before, came through in the 78th minute with a very nice goal to give them the victory over Egypt. In a game boo xam ne Egyptians si defuñ lu bari nag. They were very defensive. They were hoping that they could maybe get a counter attack or maybe yóbbu ko ba extra time penalties. And Senegal were able to des si game bi keep putting pressure and then finally ñu am seen breakthrough bi. Yow loo gis si game bi démba between suñu neighbors yi ak Egypt.
Egypt seen approach bi was very bad démba si game bi. Very, very, very bad. Man, how Hassan nakala prepare game, but that wasn't the right game to prepare against Senegal. You cannot be so defensive against Senegal. Yesterday, Egypt then over ragal Senegal demba. Then you see game with the mine. Then you play counter attack. You know how the North Africans play. North Africans they always catch the ball, hold the ball.
Wow.
Then you tear ball. They fast football and they play. But Egypt, you give them Egypt definitely no.
No, come no ko wax man ragal bi was the biggest thing lu ma gis from the start.
Yeah, then ragal, that's the only thing. Yeah. Because you cannot ball position first have Egypt Senegal ñu ngi am 70.
Yeah.
Egypt ñu ngi am 30. Nga gis shot on target. Zero la gay am. Zero shot on target.
No, but last I think by 85th teg na seen 4 shot on target ñëwut ba after 85th 9th yeah.
After bu goal bi duggé.
So yaa ngi wax 85 minutes even though xam naa ne maybe they don't have some of players you Senegal am. But yaa ngi am Salah, yaa ngi am Marmoush. You should be able to create more Mustafa Mohamed. You should be able to create more chances.
Exactly, more chances. And man xam naa ne Egyptian fans will blame coach bi.
Wow.
The way he approached the game. You cannot play against Senegal like that. Low expect. Senegal will dominate. Then outpower in all situations. Everything. Senegal, they were like cutting edge. The only missing piece was cutting edge. Because they've done so many efforts. Kisnen Habib Jara, mu def that sort, ñoom Pape Gueye, ñoom ñëpp am nañ fa ay chance yi nga xam ne they could have buried the game. But ñu gis Mohamed El Sanawi Egyptian goalkeeper bi nekk goalkeeper bi nga xam ne goalkeeper baax la. Safe moom moo bàyyi démb Egypt si game bi.
Wow.
Mohamed Sanawi.
Man, I don't see game plan in Egypt. I can't see Lugay Tagon and your AMC game because attacking wise, they be romba half fields and yet in 4 nit reka for the neka. And then defensively, they were always behind the ball, very deep. And then, man, Senegal, sir, for a lot of the game, I was a little disappointed. See Senegal, sir.
Exactly.
I think there's set pieces you body. I'm angis bena sa Iliman Jai. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause then I'm corners. You get do not beat force man be. Then corners they were very poor. And free kicks they were poor. Mane, sir, for a lot of the game, Munutona really influenced game be. So even though I think Senegal were obviously better team be, Nyom Tamit, I think ne. They didn't have a lot of cutting edge for a lot of the game. Exactly. But luñ gis si ñoom moo tane luñ gis si Egypt. Egypt ñoom they bow out legacy semi-final bi. Seen drought bi depuis 2010 winning AFCON continues.
Exactly.
And then léegi comme noo ko wax suñ mbokk yi Senegal ñoom ñu ngi dem final. Seen second final in the last 3 years. Ñu ngi really cement seen boppa si era bi ne ñoom dëgga they're one of the top teams, honestly, not just in Africa, but legacy world. The quality and the results that they've been able to have. One in Lubari.
Exactly. One in Lubari. Egypt, Demba Monica sent bad worst games in AFCON. Because nga whole forget send worst game. The real game semi-final. Nga indi lool nonu. Dama believe ne dañ ragal Senegal. Then approach bidal football always approach is very important in football. The way you approach games defends the result of the game. Demba Egypt they know so defensive. Senegal when you are playing against Senegal so defensive Senegal dañ la moda. Because dañ am player yi nga xamne they are very fast. Nu gay dey xalaté is very fast. The likes of Iliman Jai, Pape Gueye, Sadio Mane mom duma ko wax. Dafa nekk ni nga xamne he is full of experience.
Wow.
ñu gis démb play nañ dominate game bi yëpp force half bi 0 shot on target.
Waaw
Egypt yaa ngi mel ni like of Salah comme na ko waxee Omar Marmoush Moustapha Mohamed ñi ne ñu play am ne at least shot on target nu mu neexee.
Waaw foog nga
am 0 then that means.
boobu mun ngaa chip sax nga at least keeper bi save dara. Mendy maa ngi doon laajte Mendy am na benn mu ñëw dafa just kick ball bi maa ngi doon wax ak suma xarit bi ma doon seetaan match bi ne Mendy dafa boot. laalut ball bi defut dara mu ngi seetaan match bi.
am naa ne du ñaaka déma ñu nak Mendy yëpp benn la.
ñoo seetaan match bi
am na fans mu doon waxal si biir mu doon toogal teg toogam di waxtaan si biir because dafa overboard déma.
mënoon na moo toog am ataaya
everything
mënoon na moo lii.
Sénégal tamit am nañ blow trop because gis nañ seen captain bi génn muy Kalidou Koulibaly through injury te balaa injury bi sax amoon na yellow card even su nekkoon injury dafa miss final moom Habib Diarra
waaye ndoo bu ñëw dafa play well tamit even though Egypt defuñ too much pressure bu mu ñëwee I thought he was very calm 20 years old la ñëw yaa ngi replace seen captain bi a veteran leader pour seen team bi and dafa ñëw teg naa Sarr xaw ma naka la baa ngi fàtte turam bi waaye bu mu ñëwee I was very impressed bu mu ñëw
exactly moo laa woon how Sénégal seen squad depth bu ngay am keneen player bu génn rek keneen na ko replace Sénégal yëpp sóoraal nañ ko xam na ne Koulibaly fu mu nekk nii injury daf ko dee xala disco mag la tamit xam nga so indi na ñëw nañ ñu indi replacement bi nga xam na ne apart from xam na ne without Koulibaly su génnee sax keneen ku ñu indi dafa gën a baax moo laa woon Sénégal how strong di Sénégalais triangulaire squad is di leen wax ne tamit congratulations lu ngay demee final loo xam ne la dañ ko disaaf depuis day one AFCON bi bu mu starté Sénégal gis nañ ñu gars di play ñu ngi bank goals ñu ngi score goals so disaaf nañ ko lii tamit extend na seen winning streak bi of AFCON so congratulations
to Teranga Lions. They will face Morocco, who were victorious against Nigeria in the second semi-final. Bobu Tamit, it wasn't an action-packed game. We just 0-0 through 90 minutes at extra time. Got them penalty shootout where Bono mungi save nyari penalty and then Moroccans win bi. The home nation bi. Mangi get some videos guy ñu party all night for in Morocco. To man, I feel like Bala tournament be if you had asked me the 2 top teams in Africa based on rankings, based on Lungis, I would have said Morocco and Senegal, and we have gotten the final based on that. loo gis si match bi between Morocco ak Nigeria démba.
Match bi it was a 50-50 challenge. Match bi neexoon na because yaa ngi doon am ute naa bu Sénégal. bu ñëwoon ne mel ni mu ngi boobu this time is different scenario. because gis neen ñaari two goals sama ngi busy. counter upon counter counter but ñoom tamit game bi tamit the only missing piece was goal. Goal moo mission because both teams try nañ. pour score. Egypt Nigeria def nañ seen lu gaa mun def yëpp effort yëpp def nañ ko waaye bot gis nañ ne lucky wuñ pour score. The same thing applies to Morocco tamit. Gis nañ seen defender bi Marco Massina am na fa chance. Brahim Diaz am na fa chance. si biir box bi. but xëy na goal bi moo desoon because both keepers were brilliant. Bonu was brilliant. And then Nigeria tam seen goal.
Nigeria seen keeper bi definitely.
Yeah, it's one of the best keepers in the continent. Mu ngi play in football in South Africa. Exactly. One of the best players in the continent, best goalkeepers in the continent. So da nga gis ne both keepers ñoo did wonders to keep their teams at 0-0. You gis game bi and dem ba penalty extra 90 minutes mënut a decide the outcome of the game. ñu dem extra bi fekk time boobu ñëpp a jeexal.
yaa ngi gis passing quality of football bi. ñëpp a ngi daanu
drop na.
ñëpp every 5 minutes kenn sona na.
so da nga gis ne foofu. kenn joxeetul kenn du mën a jox 100%.
yëpp lañ jox.
yëpp la lu ngay am yëpp fekk joxe nañ ko. gars yi dem penalty shoot out. ñu gis penalty bi nu mu fa enee footu bu Yacine Bonu nekk player bi nga xam ne 5-star penalty saver. 5-star la ci am in save penalty. yaa remember bu mu nekkoon Spanish league bi dafa daan save Cristiano Ronaldo some penalty sam yaa ngi gis so Nigeria tam try nañ trop but football is like this.
No 100% I think ne comme noo ko waxee game bi even though 0-0 la soo seetaanoon game bi ñaari teams yi yëpp ñu ngi doon triple attack ñu ngi triple play I think ne comme lu ma doon wax balaa game bi ne Nigeria how would they respond against team boo xam ne maybe guy don't score early.
Exactly.
Because attack with whole tournament with Nigeria, you can score 1, 2, 3 easy. The Morocco defensively, I remember last time guy concede goals. Defensively, they're very, very strong.
Very
So I knew guy for them to break that down would be tough. I think they made it tough on Lukman specifically. Man, you don't foul nobody. So I mean. There was always Benasis and holding midfielders he pull create stop call because I think more they kind of dictate attack Nigeria be and then pull guy attack be pull Morocco send attack be Brahim Diaz he was lively mung don try pull def that as amut goal but creating a few chances.
Exactly.
But in the whole, I think more down game is Senegal. I think it was a bit more tight.
Well, more down game is Senegal because it was one way game. Many teams don't play, but we address nyari teams you don't play. Morocco, Nigeria, I feel they miss Ndidi. Miss Ndidi torop.
Not just player, leadership.
Leadership quality to be filled. Indian replacement na muy Onyedika the club brew guy, the club brew guy. Why gis ne replace na ko de but gis ne am na lu lack.
Presence
the Nigerian squad. Nga xamne something is lacking. Ndidi moy presence Ndidi experience bu mu am. Ndidi munon su fa nekkon bi fil bi munon na joge experience bi nga xamne am nga ya ngay play ya ngay experience player sa team bi.
After they calm down.
But you guys Morocco tamit they didn't joke with this game because they Monaco guys in first final in 50 years. 50 years, first final in 50 years. So gis ne semi final bi sen bakkan la ci gaay tek dem. To see them ñu dem fekk Senegal on Sunday's final in Rabat.
Wow, Bobo dinañ ko preview fully leading up to the final on Saturday. Waaye tey dinañ wax tuuti affaire final bi luñ expect si loolu. Balaa ñu dem si loolu bëgg naa wax tuuti affaire yi just Osimhen xam naa moom mooy one of Nigeria seen main strikers yi moom make ko ba shootout bi tamit. yaa ngi gis Lukman tamit amul chance pour jël penalty. So yaa ngi gis ne penalties so ege penalties anything can happen. I was a little disappointed we didn't get to see seen star players jël penalties but nevertheless Morocco moved forward and now we are set with two teams to see who will be champions of Africa, Senegal versus Morocco. Buguma wax too much because dinañ am a full analysis show leading up to it. But just quick thoughts on low-tech affair final bi excitement bo am pool bobu.
This is if not the best, but one of the best finals in AFCON. this year's final because I feel both teams are hungry and looking for something because of especially the Moroccans. But Morocco nañ bàyyi seen xel bu baax a baax. Senegal are not here in this AFCON to joke.
gisuloo maa ne after game bi mu ne leen calm buñ celebrate sax ñun am nañ beneen game.
am nañ beneen game because Mane knows what is at stake.
waaw
xam na loolu bu baax a baax
final bi du dara. final bi la gars yi
final bi mooy living because nga play tamit nga dem final yes you did wonders but everybody kuy play tournament da ngaa play pour win cup bi.
waaw
Morocco xam na ne bi final bi is do or die to them.
waaw
because first final in 50 years. dañoo try nu ñëw winee AFCON bi at least mu nekk seen trophy. xam nga Sénégal tamit comme nu ma ko waxee rek dinañ am boulot trop si Kalilou Koulibaly ak Habib Diarra.
waaw
but I believe ne seen coach bi Pape Thiaw dina find solution before final bi.
Wow. And fii dinañ leen jox like I said analysis balaa final bi and the third place game between Nigeria and Egypt. We'll give you full of that only on Teledal TV fii on Beyond the Scores. ñu ngi wax leen jërëjëf for tuning in as always. Please subscribe like leen toppaleel ñu fii on Teledal TV ñun ñooy Beyond the Scores di leen a jox best analysis that you can have on AFCON. Osmo bàyyi la nga tàggoo niti and ñu look forward to final bi on Sunday.
Exactly as usual like dem leen fii mooy Teledal TV dem leen ngeen follow ñu suñ all social media handles ngeen like and share ñu indi leen another final preparations and third place bi ngeen ñëwaat fii ñu dajee fii ñu analyze everything bala final bi. Thank you, Taf, once again.
Wow, always. Thank you again. I hope you guys have a good day. And like I said, the final two coming up on Sunday here on Teledal TV. This is Beyond the Score signing out. Thank you.